Okay, this will be an interesting one. Okay. Going 200%. Leaving the contrast out. All right, let's see what we have to present. We have here Bosch Mechanics from UN Dumu to the world. Interesting. Yeah, that looks pretty well broken down for sure. But, you know, it's an interesting book. I've never seen a book like this before. So we're just going to get rid of that writing, and we're just going to have the picture of the car and so we're going to slide it all the way to A6. So we're just going to slide it just a little bit over the A6, and we just have to straighten it. We just have to straighten it out. So we're just going to play with the buttons. And I'm just going to slide it across and just use that edge to make sure the book isn't tilted. So we're just going to put that down and see what happens. Alright, let's see how this looks. Anyway, that looks interesting. Looks quite iridescent. Wondering if it's going to make any decent mirror image. I like the iridescence of the car. It looks really nice. But I think we might like to, how should I put it? We're going to just maybe lighten it up a bit. It's interesting how it just came out like that. So I'm going all the way with the lightness. And we're just going to leave it at that. Okay, that's considerably lighter. That looks really quite nice. Wondering if we're going to enlarge the car more or going to leave it like that. I wonder where the centre of this job is going to be. I don't know if it's going to make it a decent mirror image. There's really not much pattern to it. We're just going to do something different with this. I've decided we're going to tilt this on an angle to make it more doable as a mirror image piece. Because it looks boring as a mirror image job. So we're just tilting it to make it more mirrored friendly. It's a bit of a punt as to how it's going to look. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, that looks interesting. We've got some of the writing up there. I'm not happy with this at all. Some ways it looks good, but it looks shit. Wondering if we're just gonna, it's not going to be an easy one to work with. I'm actually thinking we're going to do something different. Actually going to make it into a movement piece. I'm going to slip and slide it around, make it more interesting. So we're just going to slip and slide it around. See if we've made this look better. This is not an easy one, folks. You must get it. You must understand this is not an easy demo. I had a feeling this was going to be a tough one. And we don't even have the car in the image. It looks shit house. We've got the writing, but not the car. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to switch over to a smaller enlargement. And we're just going to try and get the car in the frame. The car is the most important piece in the frame. So we're just going to Alright, let's see how the car looks. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. Wondering how it's going to be. Maybe if I enlarge the section. I don't know what to do with this, folks. I'm wondering if there's something on the inside that we could use instead as a mirror image, like maybe this Holden, this interesting Holden as a mirror piece. So we're just going to put it on the glass like so, and we're going to put it up against the A5 area. Going to make this into a strange looking mirror. I don't know if this is what is going to work. Let's see how we go with that. And we've lost our settings. This demo is going to be a fucking disaster. I got a gut feeling it's not going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work, folks. This is not an easy one. I've noticed. I had a gut feeling this demo was going to be a pain in the ass as far as demos go. So we're just going to take a picture of that. We've got to think creatively now, folks, to fix this problem, to find a resolution to this piece of shit that I'm so far created. So we've got here the front end of a, well, I think it's a Holden. We've got a front end of a Holden. I'm just thinking we're going to just do this as a two-way mirror image. To do something different, to make it into something funny, almost comical. Now we're just gonna have to set the original setting. It's a funny size. It's going to detect and fuck up. So we're going to make this into, I think, a two-way mirror image of this car, this front end of the car. Something a little bit different. Oh, I just heard a clunk noise. That didn't sound healthy. This machine's, despite I've had it for more than a year, it still hasn't broken down, which is nice, but it's probably going to break down. But anyway, this is our mirrored version of this car, and we're just going to put the two together. I don't know how good this demo is. If I did it as a, it's a bit curly, folks, but anyway, that looks really interesting. I'm thinking now, we're going to do any more. We're going to call it quits. I'm actually trying to decide. But anyway, something different. Got to go.